Hi everybody, welcome to Art Less Ordinary. I'm Ben. So I have decided I'm going to do another sandwich pour. So it's virtually a flip cup with the colours in between the whites. So I have mixed up 4 different blues. I have phthalo blue. I think that one was cerulean blue, turquoise, and this is a blue that I've added a little bit of black to make it darker. So I just wanted 2 darks and 2 lights. Then I have 2 cups of white. So all the colours were 25 grams paint, 25 grams pouring medium, and the whites were 80 grams paint and 100 grams pouring medium. And the pouring medium is Elmer's clear glue 70%, water 30%. I've got 3 cups ready to be put paint in, and I always seem to forget to do this off camera, but I have my silicone oil, and this time I'm going to use the marte silicone oil. So I'm going to put, this comes out a little bit thinner, I think, smaller drops. So I'm going to put 5. In each colour except for the white. Okay, that's done. And then stir these in like super duper well. You don't have to stir it in super duper well, but I think it turns out better when the silicone is really mixed in well. Just gives a chance to actually get cells all over the canvas and not just in one spot. So that's how I do it, but you can choose your own way with the silicone. So try to have your paints relatively even. The white can be slightly thinner because usually the white is thicker anyway. So these 4 colours are relatively even. Sometimes there's a slight difference, but not enough to really worry about. So now put 1/3 of the cup of white in 1. And 2, I don't know if I think I might have put just a tad too much in the first 2. When I say a tad, I mean a very small amount extra. Oh, there's still paint in here. Okay, so that's the first white. They're roughly even. I'm just going to put a tad of this white in here. There we go. Now it's definitely even. Now I'm going to go dark light, because the 2 lights are opaque and the 2 darks are semi-transparent or transparent. So I'm going to go the blue with black added first. So 1 layer of that. Try to do it as an actual layer and not, don't make it sink too much. So you want it to sit on top of that white. So last time I did this was the first time I'd done a sandwich pour. I've done flip cups before, but not an actual sandwich pour, so I'm quite happy with the results. It's mostly dry, but not fully, so I'm not gonna bring it over to show you just yet. Now I'm going to turquoise. And again, try to layer this on top of the other colour. Now just the plain phthalo blue. I wanted to do a green, but I don't have a dark enough green. Well, I don't have the right green that I want in the Marte brand. I do in Araldo di Polo, but then I don't know if I had enough of the greens I wanted, so I decided to go blue. I've had a busy day at work and I needed something to paint to de-stress and relax, but without it being too complicated. So this isn't overly complicated for my brain. Alrighty. So I think this will look good. Blues always seem to look quite good together. So that's one good thing about blue. And now we just want to layer this white on top. So the blue is in the middle. So all the colour is in the middle of the two thicker layers or bigger layers of white. Okay, easy enough, really. Now, flip. That was a horrible flip. I'm a little bit tired, so things aren't exactly going to plan. While I let those cups settle, I'm just going to get my gloves on. I won't be using a corner catcher this time. I actually can't remember if I did last time or not, but I actually just don't want to use the corner catcher. I just want to tip these over, hopefully without losing too much paint. Oops, I was a bit slow at tipping that one. And then a bit fast at tipping that one. Keep that in mind when you do painting when you're tired. So just putting some of the excess that's coming out onto the corner, because the corner will be tipped off anyway. And I just moved the cup over the canvas. That was the big no-no. So we need to come downwards and get rid of these bottom bits, especially that where the cup I let sit there. I wasn't concentrating enough. So I'm just going down over that edge, come back. A little bit didn't go all the way onto the edge, bring it back to the middle. And then I'm going to come down it over this side. Beautiful, that was much easier. Still a little bit on that edge, just a touch. Bring the paint back up this way. And I'm going to go this corner first. So up and over, bring it back. And then I'm going to go up and over. So I will have to say I probably did rush this a little bit because I'm tired. But sometimes that turns out good anyway. So at the moment, the canvas is covered. All four corners are covered. Yep. Just double check that one. Yep, they're covered. Okay, I'm going to get rid of my gloves because they get in my way. So definitely more blue. Last time I did this, I got a lot more white. But we will see what happens when I torch it. So last time I torched halfway through, this time I left it to the end because I didn't want any over exaggerated cells. Now start up high and just work your way . So I've got different silicone in this one compared to the last time, so we'll see what happens. So sometimes you don't get as many cells pop up all over because the silicone wasn't in any of the white, only in the colours. So it doesn't always spread out as evenly all over the canvas. You can usually get them to pop up if you get close enough, but you don't want to get too close either. Whoa. Whoa. That, I got too close right then and brought up a punch. Alright, while these cells develop, I am going to scrape my edges and make sure that I don't have any more runoff. So I'm just going to have to get these out my way. If I don't get the cups out the way, I'm more likely to make a mistake when I scrape. There we go. Down this side. We're going to move you. Out the way. So I believe from the look of it, I probably could have made the paint slightly thicker. Might have given my cells a bit different shape. I actually quite like small cells over giant cells. But I do like an assortment as well when it has a bit of both, some large and some small. I don't think I'm going to try to force any more cells to appear. I think I'm quite happy to leave it as is. I love these little small ones that come up because they're really colourful. Multi colours in those. Quite a few different ones. Really nice dark ring around. Not as much of that dark blue has shown through. It's in there in bits and pieces, but it's not all over. But definitely lots of different blues. And I can see the turquoise come through, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, nice, good assortment. I do have some of these what I call bubble cells, which are these little white dots, where that was just where the paint popped, but didn't really create a cell as such. So they kind of just become a white dot because that was what colour was underneath. But that's okay, it adds to the effects that there is. And we got this very bunched up one, which is kind of all squashed together and made like a beetle. They're really nice in here. The cells aren't too separate, but I probably got a little bit close at times with the blowtorch. I do also think that the glue mixture makes a difference. I think using the Elmer's clear glue gives me more cells in bunches. When I did do a painting with the Elmer's glue all, the cells came up a little bit more separate and not so joined together like I get with the clear glue. So I'm gonna try and get some more glue all. It's just, I find it just very expensive because I can't get the 4-litre bottle unless I order it from overseas. So still trying to work that part out. But I'm happy with this. I think this has got good enough interest in it. Not too much, not too little. There is lots of cells, but if I didn't have cells, I would have just had this like blue background, like a space, when it's good as a background, but with the cells kind of coming up through it. I'm going to pause this and bring you down for a close-up. Alright, and these colours are coming out pretty close to what I see in my eyes. So as you can see, we've got the darker patches that come through. So we've got a nice line that runs through there and there. Let's have a look at some of these cells. Look at those nice dark ones. All different colours in them. Here's that real dark ring around a lighter blue and then a white. These have got little blue dots in the middle. There's my beetle cell, which is kind of all squashed into each other and made quite a cool shape. Where are we? Down here. I love these little ones here. But as you can see, a really nice assortment of cells and different effects. Wants to keep unfocusing. All these are squashed together and kind of patterns. That's beautiful in there. But yeah, so this is another sandwich pour that I did. So it is similar to a flip cup, but the paint is just in between. So you got a base color or a base, then you got all the colors, and then you got a top. I've only done white so far, but I'm sure you can do that with other colors as well. But I do kind of like it with the white. It makes it stand out a little bit more with the darker colors. So I hope you guys like this. Really different, but not completely different. I don't know. I'm tired. I think I need to go to bed. Well, so let me know what you think. So comment, like, share, and subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you soon for another pour. Hopefully I get some paints delivered, which might give me something different, or we'll see what I come up with next. All right. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.